Hey babes, how are we doing today? I'm going to do a Q&A slash get ready with me. I want you guys to just ask me whatever questions you have. I made sure to post on Twitter and on my Instagram so that you guys could really connect with me. So let's get going. Alright, so I already have my face primed. I'm going to start with foundation. I just want to let you know I did use my Patra Silk Canvas primer just so that my face feels nice and good. Everything is ready to go. So with the first step, I am going to go ahead and start with the questions. I am going to be looking at my cell phone so I know what everyone's saying. Keeping up with it. Alright. So the first question is my favorite makeup brands. That's a hard question just because I just recently got into makeup. Definitely Jeffree Star is one of my top 5. I actually would probably put him at like number 1 just because I know his products are always like high quality. I always look forward to his releases, and so he's definitely like number 1. Number 2 is probably ColourPop. ColourPop is really reasonably priced, so I think that they're just like a really good brand, especially for like everyday people who want to enjoy really well-made makeup. Morphe's another really good one. I only have one palette. I have the James Charles palette that my sister got me. So I really like the products. I do have one of their lipsticks as well. So I know that like they do put out good quality like products outside of eyeshadow. I definitely really like to support small brands. I'm still waiting for a lot of my my other like indie brand stuff to show up. So it's all about being patient with that. So I am going to go in and bronze everything out, contour a little bit, and then I will go ahead and cut it with some more Jeffree Star concealer. My top 5 YouTubers. Number 1 is Shane Dawson, without a doubt. I have been watching him since he first started doing YouTube. I was about 10 or so, 8 to 10 when he first started making YouTube videos, and I've seriously just been watching him from the very start, which was crazy because I was so young when I started watching him, but he definitely has molded me into the person that I am today. He is a huge reason why I was able to come out to my parents, well, to my moms, and just be who I am. I really do enjoy him. I have stuck by his side through everything he's been through. Watching his coming out video was so amazing. I cried when he, proposed to Ryland. I mean, it was just so emotional, and I was so happy for him, and I love Ryland. I think Ryland's amazing. I support him as well. Number 2 would probably be Jeffree. I think that he's so open and he's so honest, and I really didn't like him before Shane Dawson did his series with him, but I was able to like see, it corrected everything that I thought about him. Like, I was one of those people that was like, Jeffree Star's a racist, Jeffree Star's an awful person, and being able to see a different side to him like made me realize he's a human, and everyone's gonna make mistakes and say bad things, and of course it's not my place to make others forgive him, but it's also not their place to make me hate him. And so like, if I have a conflict with another influencer who's like, I don't want to support Jeffree Star, I'm not gonna force them. Like, it's not my place to say how they can and can't feel about someone, as long as they don't try to tell me how I can and can't feel about someone. Like, there are people out there who still support Manny, and I've never really liked him. I never really thought he was awesome. But you know what? I'm not gonna, like, be mad at people just because they want to support someone. Third favorite YouTuber, probably Markiplier. I really actually enjoy watching gaming channels, despite the fact that I personally don't game. And I'm just going with my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Magic Star Concealer. He needs to restock this. I don't know if I'm going to make it to August. I like to cut out just right underneath my cheeks just so it gets fairly snatched. I like watching Markiplier because he does really seem to enjoy what he does. I used to watch PewDiePie a lot back when he gamed, and he lost it. Like, he just lost that spark. He started doing things just for the views, and it wasn't really my thing. He's, as long as he loves what he's doing, that's awesome. I just, I don't love what he's doing, and so I just don't watch it, and that's not his fault. Number 4. And I think about, I watch a lot of animation pages as well. So, like, I really get around on YouTube, which sounds really gross, but I do. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. So I'd probably say Jaden Animations is one of my other favorites. I know it's not the odd ones out, but I really enjoy Jaden. She seems like really relatable. She just seems like someone that I really would like to be friends with. Alright, so I think for number 5, it would have to be Garrett Watts, just because he's such a sweet being, and I think that he just wants to put goodness out into the world, and that's not something you see a lot with YouTubers. And I just think, he's so underrated sometimes. He's like one of my favorite from Shane's squad. And it was like a toss-up between him and Ryland. I really love them both. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish blending this out, and then I'll be back with the next question. Alright, so we're ready to get baked, and we're ready to move on to the next question. The next question is, what are your favorite dog breeds? That's a hard question. So I used to work at a doggy daycare, so I am very passionate about dog breeds. I have 2 mutts. I absolutely love my mutts. I love mixes, but that's not a breed itself. Definitely say pit bulls are one of my favorite. I think they're so loyal and they're so sweet. I have only ever met one pit bull that was aggressive, and it was a pregnant female pit bull, which meant she was very territorial. And I was in her area, and that was the only problem I've ever had. I have been bit more times by Chihuahuas and small dog breeds than literally any other breed. So I also really like German Shepherds, most of the time. I think they're cute. They always have a lot of anxiety. They're really sweet dogs, though. Like, I've never really met one that I just can't stand. I really like Newfoundlands. They're those big, drooly dogs that are super freaking cute. I love them. They're like gorillas, and I just love them to bits and pieces. Another breed that I like, I'd say small breeds, are Zuchons. They're not really a breed. They're mixes between Shih Tzus and Bichons. But they're really cute. They're not really yappy. They're actually fairly quiet dogs for being mixed with Bichons. Which is weird because I really don't like Bichons that much because they're way too much. Great Danes. I really love Great Danes. I think they're just ridiculously cute and so gentle for their size. Like, they're very aware of how big they are. I also really like pugs, but like in that sad way that, like, they're not healthy whatsoever. But you just like kind of can't help but go, aww. I really also like Boston Terriers, despite the fact that they are all, like, every Boston Terrier I've worked with has actually had, like, aggression issues, but they've always ended up really liking me. So I've always just been, like, really good with Boston Terriers. But there are people like that, like, one of my friends who worked at my doggy daycare with me was really good with Frenchies, and I just wasn't a huge fan of them. So she kind of got a reputation for just being able to handle, like, any French Bulldog. Alright, so we're going to actually go with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I was just wanting to do kind of, a red, smoky thingy on my eye. I just always tend to just do whatever. I just kind of pick a color and go with it. So we'll just see where it takes us. I might grab another palette and just go into that. The next question is, who are your biggest makeup inspirations? Jeffree Star is, like, a really big one. I think, and it's more than just his makeup, it's what he's done with his life that really inspires me. I think that, if I could one day do what he is doing, being able to make real change, it would be so amazing. I really only have two, and it's Jeffree Star and actually my older sister. She really just sparked this in me. She is really talented, and I've tried so hard to convince her to get a makeup Instagram and just put herself out there, but it's not something that she has to. I just think, like, the world would love it. She's, like I said, so talented, and, like, we like to do makeup. We like to do makeup competitions with each other just to see, who does it better. And she always just wipes the floor with me. And she's so talented. And I wish she embraced it, because she loves makeup. She loves it probably more than I do. And I do makeup, like, every day. I mean, her makeup collection puts mine to shame. Although most makeup collections put mine to shame because I'm still starting. The next question is, what got me into makeup? Like I said, my sister got me into makeup. I actually only started doing makeup very recently. I've been doing forms of makeup for a good portion of my life, but nothing like this. And I never thought I would put it on YouTube, because I just thought no one was going to want to watch me sit here and be bad at makeup. But once I, decided to really go for it, and then I realized, I'm not bad at makeup. I could actually, like, do something with this, and so it was really my sister who just really supported it, and she is, like, always one of the very first people to just get on my post, like it, love it, and then every time I do a new look, I run to her, and I just want her to tell me how proud she is of me, because her opinion matters so much to me. Like, just to have her tell me that, like, it looks good really makes my day so much better. So this video is basically a big shout out to my sister. Hopefully I can convince her to join us in one of the videos, but that's going to be, like, I want her to be comfortable doing that, so it's not going to be a, hey, let's come do this. This isn't really turning out the way I wanted it to, but it'll get there. I do have a concealer I don't really like to use on my face, but I like to use it for my eyes, and it's a Smashbox concealer. And it's just too liquidy for me to put on my face, and it actually dries really fast, so I'm not super fond of it. I really just use it to cut creases. Alright, so the next question is, what is your favorite type of highlight? I guess it really just depends on my mood. I usually use powder foundation, so like Jeffree Star's Brain Freeze is, like, my highlight obsession. I do have a liquid highlighter that I use. It is called Hello Halo. It is a Wet n Wild product. And it's nice. It just takes a lot of time to blend out because it is so wet. So it really does just depend on my mood and if I'm wearing blush. If I'm already wearing blush, I definitely don't want to use the Hello Halo because it does have like a blush effect on me. I am just cutting out this crease. I struggle a lot with cutting creases. For a while there, all I used was the Hello Halo. Next question is, matte or dewy foundation? I prefer matte over dewy anything. And again, it's just like a personal preference. Like, I don't like my face to have a lot of shine. Because I feel like I look oily, but some people just like can pull that off. I personally feel like I look like a sweat ball. And maybe it's because like I probably have like oily skin and I ignore it because I consider myself to just have normal skin. I know it's weird, I'm like touching this directly on the thing, but I do things weird. I'm sure I'll change every process here later on, but this is just how I do it for now. If you guys have any tips or tricks, like leave them in the comments. Mostly because cutting this crease is always so difficult and I need tips on how to cut creases. I'm really excited. I just ordered Drug Lord from Jeffree Star along with 2 sets of the straws. So that's going to be really fun to have that to do like new eyeliner with, as well as like lips, because like that's just crazy. Most of you don't know what Quick Trip is, but for those of you in Kansas and Missouri, you know that cup. Actually, it just has my own coffee in it. We just keep the cup, but Quick Trip is life. So I'm actually going to go in with the ColourPop Disney collection. It's the Princess palette that they have. It's called It's a Princess Thing. All the stuff is labeled on the back. It is one of my Ride or Die palettes that I use like all the time. So I think I'm actually going to go in and use shade One Kiss, which is this really beautiful golden shade, just to put in the base eyelid. I think that's what it's called. Just because it's so pretty. I love the glitter shades. The matte shades aren't like life, but they did not hold back when they did the glitter. So I just really just want to pack it in. Yeah, it's really pretty. Next question is, how are you so fucking beautiful? I want you guys to go follow Roseanne Makeups on Instagram. She is literally so amazing. She's my makeup wife. We just like, especially on Twitter, her and I just go back and forth like complimenting her, and she'll compliment me. And I mean, she just is so supportive of everyone, and she just wants everyone to do her best, and she's always stepping up her game. Like, if I was gonna say I had competition with like anyone, it would probably be her, but it's like so hard to view her as competition because we're like best friends. Like, she's one of my makeup best friends. And, you know, I just think I've been really fortunate in who I've been able to interact with in these groups. Like, I'm so part of so many different groups, like, that just love each other and support each other. And that's so important in the makeup community because everyone views the community with so much toxicity, and they just think that, you know, all we do is sit there and, like, shit on each other, and that's so not true to who we are. Like, everyone I've interacted with has just been so supportive. I've been able to talk and work with so many brands, and not a single one of them wants anyone to fail or to feel bad. They just, you know, they just want to make their brand as successful as possible. So I'm going in and just darkening up that crease. And it's, getting into the makeup community is not the easiest thing in the world, but, you know, we're trying. We all just want to do our best, but that doesn't mean that we hate, you know, someone who's farther along in our journey. And that's what I was trying to explain to my boyfriend yesterday was, I will never say that I'm better than another makeup artist because everyone's at a different spot in their journey. I might just be further along in that journey than they are, and that's okay because everyone will get there, and you just have to, like, show love and patience and guidance to each other, or else, like, you know, it's going to come back and bite me in the ass. Because I'm not. And someone out there is always going to be better at something than I am. And it's about being humble and being patient. So I did just go in and, like, touch up those eyes. I think it is a winged liner kind of day. So I think we've been baking long enough. I think I could probably take this off. Oh, Nikki wanted to come say hi. Oh, he's trying to take Mommy's makeup off. Say hi. This was my first puppy that I ever owned by myself. He is the love of my life. Like, all right, so we are gonna go in and just line it. That's really good. I'm also an author, so I enjoy writing very much. Moving on to this eye. This eye is sometimes so much harder. What are some makeup artists that you guys just, like, cannot be without? Like, you just love to watch them do their stuff and just, like, if you could be a makeup artist's best friend, who would it be? Mine is probably Jeffree Star. I think the way he lives life, like, if I could get to the point where he is, we'd be so similar, because I really did come from nothing. Like, I didn't have money growing up. We were a really poor family. I come from a really small town in the middle of the country, so we're getting towards the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop on some blush right here, right now. This is the blush I've been super obsessed with for a while, and it's Tarte Party. It's a clay blush, so I just feel like it goes on really nicely, and it just looks really good on my skin. It's a really nice shade. I'm going to go ahead and get my Brain Freeze palette. It's like the palette I use the most. And I'm going to go ahead and do Cold Shoulder. It's like a really icy, pretty moment. I just do that. I used to have a problem where I made really streaky highlighter, and it looked really bad. But this, like, I don't need to wet down the brush or anything. Like, it seriously goes on, and it stuns. I just wanted it to be kind of, like, subtle, so I didn't want to, like, pack it on. Like, sometimes I go for highlight, and I've just, like, done it to hell and back. So I am going to go ahead and pop on some lashes, and then I'll be done. So I'll be back in just 1 second to finish everything up. Alright guys, so I did go ahead and pop on a pair of the Lash Boutique Python lashes. That's the style they are. I love them. They're so fluffy. They're so extra. And sometimes you just gotta be extra. I did go ahead and use a Morphe lipstick. It is beautiful. It's bright red. I used to be so scared of reds, but now it's like, can't tell me what to wear. So thank you guys for sending in your questions. If there are any that I didn't answer that you really want to know, drop them down in the comments. Send them to me on Instagram or on Twitter. I'll make sure to answer you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, and I will see you babes later. Bye.